Mentioned the 25 shots for Oakland being towards the bottom of the USL Championship, but their conversion rate is towards the top.
A good pressure as the ball in! And just like that, Albert Dikwa gets his goal and Rhode Island lead. Another giveaway from Oakland Roots, and they are their own worst enemy.
And a preventable giveaway, and there was 2 instances like this early on in the first half. Then they have kind of nullified those moments, but here, turning into a superb opportunity for Rhode Island to get this. Mohamed's playmaking in terms of whether you're playing down the line, whether you're playing centrally, whether you're playing backwards, and then to read it, to press.
As Fusen swings in a ball, be cushioned down. And a strike from distance stings the hands of McIntosh, and the rebound is in. What a finish from Clay Holstad. No time to think, only reactions. And the reaction was fantastic.
Again, go from midfield down to Noah Fuson. That ball across was extremely dangerous. JJ Williams unable to find a teammate, but it takes a friendly deflection.
So far this season in a first half of action, Jürgen Dahm crosses this one in. It was a decent ball, nobody there, and it's cleared away. A direct ball forward, Williams will never score an easier goal than that. Rhode Island punish in transition. JJ Williams flexes, and Rhode Island with a 3-0 lead.
And this is the ruthlessness that Conor Smith and his side wanted to exude today. They literally went from defending their box to, in one pass, being in behind for a prolific goal scorer like JJ Williams. And to your point, probably won't get an easier goal in his career. Gets that touch against past Kendall McIntosh. Just has to casually tuck this.
Now it's going to be an Abukura corner kick. So pushed up, not fully away. Will it sit up? Edge of the area, laid off by Skundrich. Below. Here's Tingey, out of his feet, has a crack! What a goal from Keegan Tingey to open the scoring early on in our second 45 minutes. It's been special at Segra Field so far this year in the USL Championship. And Keegan Tingey keeps the good times rolling.
Incredible. Tingey, the only player who had a shot on target for Loudoun United. He was able to get, you know, the movement, the space that he needed, and then when he controlled it, he was like, I'm ready to go. What a definition. Impossible in this one for the goalkeeper, coming from outside the box. Just a perfect shot. What a great goal. Wow.
Leggett. Velo. Bidois was making the run. Makes the experienced move of rolling it instead to Hurge. He's in some space, rolls it. Bidois lets it run. The shot, the goal. The 3 points will be Loudoun's. Riley Bidois seals the result in the 93rd minute with his second goal of the USL Championship season.
They did everything well throughout the whole match. They were creating the chances, putting themselves out there. They were just missing that final touch. They finally did it when they got the first one, and now in this one, it's such a...
Does he go to the same side, or does he switch it up?
Jennings prepares to score against his former team. Jennings strikes this, goes inside of that left corner, and he scores against his former side. Exactly where he has gone with his last 4, and the Battery lead 1-0.
He let Cabrera efficiently often have a younger average age on their squads just because that youth and enthusiasm, it allows them to continue to press and recover quickly without picking up injuries. I think as bodies start to get older, or the age of the roster starts to get a little bit older, injuries are more frequent.
This ball is in. It's empty. Myers skimming it off of his head. His first touch went wide. His second touch of the year torches the threads. It's 2-0 Charleston.
You spoke about Andy Myers being a potent striker, and I think he's displayed that. In just 2 touches of the ball, he has one strike that whiskers past the post, and his second touch is in the back of the net. He puts the nail in the coffin for Tampa Bay Rowdies tonight. For me, 72 minutes in, game, set and match. They're now fully in control. And then they get into the game, and these are the moments that they live for.
Here's this ball. Pacius gets inside. Pacius chips, and it rolls in. And just like that, a lifeline for the Rowdies. Less than 60 seconds after falling behind 2-0, they slice the margin in half.
2 goals in 2 minutes, and one of our keys to the game was finding Pacius behind the line, and this is what he does exceptionally well for me. You see he likes to play on the last defender. Once that ball's in behind there, he's got the speed and the pace, and then that's composure and a finish for me. Amadou is coming out rapidly, just sees it, dinks it over him into the far corner.
They continue to create, Greg, and that's a good sign for Indy 11.
Once again, Stanley will take the lefty in swingers for Indy. Bending ball in, headed down, finds the back of the net. Goal for the Indy 11. They break through in the 26th minute. On a rainy night, I'm not sure it's going to work, but it's time to cue the smoke in Indianapolis.
I think it might have gone off a defender. It might have looked like an own goal. Foster serves it, but that's okay because it mixes up the defensive end. You throw your wing back all the way up, and then your outside mid's going to cover for you.
How about this long ball for Foster again? Let him use that speed. Got to it in time.
What a ball.
Kizza! Edward Kizza gets his first Indy 11 goal. The speed of Foster on display. Make it 2-0 for the Indy 11.
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, we're talking about a ball again, straight from the back, creating that space. Beautiful ball. Hooking all the way down. Foster just finds it, keeps it barely in play, and one touch from Kizza. You can't get a more prettier goal than that. Fantastic.
You can count on just a couple of fingers.
Nice to see Indy 11 with all the opportunities they've created, Greg, to get rewarded there. Just a wonderful play, wonderful transition.
But again, business is quickly picked up for North Carolina, and Conway gets it right back.
We talked about how dangerous he can be, and he can change the game. Watch his quick feet here. He plays the ball. He's got very little space, plays it to his right, just off the defensive foot, and puts it in the far corner. And Salt might have been screened a little bit here. This is a dangerous ball. Maldonado can serve this well. Watch the far post.
Hanging around the 6, headed down, and it's in. Donovan gets the goal, and we're tied at 2. A stoppage time equalizer for North Carolina FC.
What a great ball by Maldonado. He's been taking the restarts the entire night. Finally got rewarded there. Beautiful header by Donovan. Indy 11 defenders just couldn't get there in time. Here's the replay. Nice ball served in. Just gets up opportunistic and just gets a head above.
Torres, the in-swinger off of that left foot. Yanked in, the header in. Palermo Ortíz gives Locomotive the 1-0 lead. Ortíz giving thanks for that beautiful ball from Gabi Torres. The former Bravo. Clear in the box, just nod that one to the far post and in. Locomotive in the 22nd minute. Off of a corner kick. Makes it 1-0. Paso just not allowing service up the wings. The only man who's had success tonight is number 11, Marcus Epps. trying to stretch for that ball, but they overplay it. That's forced from the seat of his pants. It's forward and rolled in for the goal. Cabrera. Nil Locomotive. They tried to play a pass to Epps in the middle. And Locomotive turns defense into offense immediately. Cabrera with the goal. With that low center of gravity, it's just hard for people to grab hold of him and make things work. Frank Jerome. That's rolled in nicely. In for the stop by Wade, but it will roll in anyway. And out of nothing, Cory Burke gives Lexington something. Lexington finding Burke, who rolled in on Jamali Waite, unchallenged, and it's 2-1 Lexington in the 68th minute. The Jamaican.
Couple of good substitutions coming in for Louisville City. Guys with some good experience.
Good step there from Seba! The goal coming through! Oh, what a fantastic effort! Sacramento's Cristian Parano! 70th minute goal here in Sacramento. It all started with Seba, though, Adam.
And you want your substitutes to make an impact, and Sebastian Herrera has done that. Kind of poor second half against Tulsa last time out, but
Dabla flying through. Lou City, dangerous. Lou City to the right side, Perez. This one's floated. Out comes Bidois. Bidois punches it away. Follow-up is in. Oh, no. Another late game goal. The fourth in 3 games for Sacramento. And it's tied 1-1 as Amadou Dia levels this game in stoppage time.
yeah, spoke a little too early and they managed to get it. Amadou Dia didn't get the start tonight, but he has made a big impact. And that is one Danny BTL will be wanting back. And he kind of lured into coming for this. There's plenty of height on that cross. Doesn't get there, and it's a real fortunate goal. It's Roro kicks it off the head of Dia, and it goes into the goal. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah, and those players who make the difference. Good ball ahead. This is chipped forward. Las Vegas has done it. Night Pickering says night night, Orange County. The fans have been waiting for that moment to make some noise, and it came in the dying seconds of the second half, in the dying seconds of the game. Just a long ball in behind.
2 goals in his first 4 games. Cabral for Phoenix. Cabral scores! And Phoenix Rising have their first lead of the season. 3 goals in 5 games for Remy Cabral, and Rising lead on the road.
Remy Cabral scored 19 goals 2 seasons ago. Won the Golden Boot in MLS Next Pro last year, just 7 to his name. Really just no rhythm whatsoever. And the most important thing, understanding that yes, he does hit the back of the net here, but it's actually the movement prior that.
Hernandez against Henry. Hernandez equalizes. A pen each way It's 1-1.
One of the biggest takeaways for this San Antonio team coming out of that Lexington win was their resolve and the character they discovered. 2 early goals.
Rivera sprinting into a huge pocket of space. Sacco. Margarita. Oh, wow! What a goal for Phoenix! An avalanche in San Antonio, and Rising lead 2-1. Penalties both ways in the last 10 minutes, and now we're in Margaritaville.
And we keep talking about the aggression from both of these teams on the outside. Rivera, arguably the most dangerous player for Phoenix Rising, as he sprays this out. It's actually a bad decision. They wanted to release that early as Margarita dropped down underneath, and instead comes back to the outside. Sacco made himself available. He has to reset coming. You've got support on the weak side as Osorio tracks back over.